Ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding for the great Mr. Bombastic himself, John Bonham, in the song Black Dog by Led Zeppelin. Here we go. Ta-da! Beautiful. What a great song. The verse, I've written it as a 4-bar part. The first 2 bars are in 4/4, meaning there are 4 counted beats to the bar. The third bar is in 5/8, which turned out to be the key to understanding the structure. And once I discovered there was a bar of 5/8 in there, it suddenly made sense to me, which basically means we're counting 5/8 notes in that bar, which we'll go over later. And then finally a bar of 5/4 at the end, taking us back round to the beginning. And for the first time, the first line he plays this bar of 5/8, he throws in quite a few of his famous Bonham bass drum triplets. And before we look at what he actually plays, we'll just talk about that technique briefly now. So what you want to be able to do, and let me swap to the other camera now so you can see the bass drum a bit easier. Sorry about the hideous legs. I went on holiday recently and got bitten to buggery by mosquitoes, and I've got all these horrible scars over my legs now. 1, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 5. 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 Lovely, lovely idea. 1 and 2 and 3 and that's how I used to hear it for ages. I used to hear that crash cymbal there at the end as the and of 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and. The key to it is hearing that as the downbeat of beat 1 instead. So you start a new bar of counting with that crash cymbal. 1 and 2 and 3, 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. E and a 1, E and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Less is more, and that's what he was really famous for, being able to tastefully choose when to throw in cool stuff and when not to. And it made it really exciting because you're listening to the song and you just want to hear some fireworks from John Bonham, but he holds back so many times in so many of his songs, and then he throws in a little bit of fajazzle, and it's like, oh my God, that's amazing, because you've been waiting 3.5 minutes for it, or whatever. And then we get this awesome Bonham lick, one of his trademarks. He has so many, but here's yet another one that he loved to play. And it's got really interesting sticking. Well, if we do it like this, we're going to hear it as a waltz kind of thing. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Once you've got this lick down, you can experiment with moving your right hand around the kit like Bonham did, making them roll tighter together. And of course Bonham's throwing in his own little tasty ghost notes, making the groove his own and making it sound like John Bonham, like no one else can. Excuse me, I'm so excited, a little bit of dribble just came out of my mouth. Yeah.